my dear friends. Warm greetings to all of you and welcome to Nyaya Dikshe. Every end is a new beginning. Graduation day for the outgoing batch of students 2022, inauguration of academic session 2022 to 2023, inauguration of postgraduate program LLM in Constitutional Law. I am Madhura Aradhya M from 9th semester B.Com LLB and I shall be your host for the day. I would now like to call upon Ms. Priyanka Bhatt to invoke the presence of Almighty before we begin this beautiful day. Good morning. Shri Guru Namaha. Please bear with us. We have Dr. B.B. Acharya, sir. I request all of you to please rise.
Good morning. At the outset, let me beg pardon from our trustees and the chief guest and all the dignitaries for all the inconvenience that is caused today, including the natural forces. Good morning and warm welcome to one and all present here. Paying a humble tribute to great visionaries behind B.M.S. institutions, I, on behalf of the B.M.S. Educational Trust and B.M.S. College of Law, extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, to proud parents, esteemed colleagues, administrative staff, award winners, graduating students and freshers. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to stand in front of you all today. A very happy day, a momentous day, an auspicious day for all the graduates and freshers. Dear graduating class of 21-22, today is a defining milestone in your lives. It is no secret or debate, you have proven yourself to be one of the most resilient class in BMSCL history. You are starting your career when the competition is intense, opportunities are huge, challenges are daunting. Life is a series of new horizons, new hopes, new changes and challenges. Whatever course your future takes, it is our hope that you will look back on your years at BMSCL as having prepared you to meet and deal with the challenges that life presents. As you enter the next chapter of your life, make every day count, live your dreams. Our best wishes to you for a purposeful, productive, happy, healthy, value-based and worthwhile life. Warm welcome and hearty congratulations to each one of you. To you dear freshers, a warm welcome. I wish to congratulate each and every one of you for having chosen to pursue law, marking a new chapter in your life, which can seem daunting as it is exciting, as challenging as it is empowering. You will have the opportunity to learn new things, acquire new knowledge, develop new skills, and enhance your personal attributes in profound ways that will equip you for life. Create for yourself an education that will open a world of new possibilities. Happiness, social and emotional well-being, including teenage challenges and the greater test of preparing yourself for a confrontation that lies ahead of the increasing, challenging digital world and its complexities is inevitable. Don't hesitate to call upon or seek for help when you need personally or professionally. Remain grateful to your loved ones, especially your parents, for all the sacrifices they make to provide you with the opportunity to study in this prestigious institution. Challenge yourself on a daily basis. Above all, have fun, but stay focused. For the past 4 weeks, you have been bombarded with information, and I am conscious of the danger of adding to information overload. Nevertheless, I wish to share a small piece of advice with you. Take responsibility for your learning. Make the most of your time at BMSCL. We look forward to new ideas and energy that you are going to bring into the campus. I wish you all every success and a rich learning, rewarding experience at BMSCL. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to call Ms. Nikita C. to introduce Dr. P. Dayanand Pai for us.
Dr. P. Dayanand Pai is the Life Trustee in B.M.S. Educational Trust
Trust and presently Chairman of B.M.S. College of Engineering and taking active interest in promoting the objectives of the Trust and the various colleges coming under the Trust. Dr. Pai is presently the Chancellor of Vidyashilp University, established under Private University Act, Karnataka. Dr. Pai did his BSc from Government College, Mangalore and BE and Mechanical Engineering from JCE, Mysore, and also did his BL from Sharda Vilas Law College, Mysore. Dr. Pai is Chairman and Managing Director of Century Group, a large real estate business company and one of the leading builders in the state of Karnataka. Dr. Pai is the former syndicate member of NITK Surathkal, a deemed university, syndicate member of Mangalore University and also Manipal University. Dr. Pai is the co-founder and managing trustee of the renowned Vidyasagar and Vidyashilp schools, considered as one of the best schools in Bangalore. Dr. Pai is associated and holding key positions in several educational, cultural, sports, literary, and religious organizations. Dr. Pai was till recently Treasurer in Karnataka State Weightlifting Federation, Associate Vice President of Indian Weightlifting Federation, and patron of Karnataka State Table Tennis Association and Shankara Eye Hospital, Bangalore and Shimoga. Dr. Pai has donated several crores of rupees for construction of schools, colleges, temples, chowdhuries and old age homes, besides providing scholarships to hundreds of poor students and providing midday meals to more than 500 children every day. Dr. Pai has visited all the 7 continents in the world and including Antarctica, visited more than 75 major countries of the world and gained rich experience. Dr. Pai is a recipient of several awards, and to name a few, Aryabhatta Award in the year 2014 and was conferred Karnataka Rajyotsava Award in 2010, and also Mangalore University had conferred honorary doctorate for his social and philanthropic works in the year 2009. We are very pleased to have you here, sir. I request you to take over.
And our beloved Chief Guest of the Day, Honorable Justice M. Nagaprasanna, Judge of the High Court, President High Court, and we have another Chief Guest, Dr. B. Acharya, Senior Advocate, former Advocate General of Karnataka, and we have with us our Principal, Dr. Anita D'Souza, and we have got other dignitaries sitting on the dais, and all the parents who have assembled here, and also dear students of outgoing batch and incoming batch, and we have distinguished invitees, and especially I would like to recognize our, because at my request, we made a special request with the Dr. B. Acharya to bring his wife, beloved wife, to this function, because in her presence only we want to honor Dr. Acharya, and she has come along with her daughter, so them also, and to all the trust officials and dignitaries, invitees, my hearty greetings and good wishes to every one of you here. ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲು ಬಂದಿರುವ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಲ್ಮೆಯ ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Today, really, all of us are considered to be privileged, and really it's a great honor for us in having with us a great legal luminary, a jurist, and a person, upright person, and a very strict person. Our Justice M. Nagaprasanna, as chief guest, is with us, and sir, we are really delighted to have you here, and he's a
role model for many of us, and he is an inspiration today because all the students have come, and for them you are the role model and they are getting inspired. So on behalf of the trustees, on behalf of our donor trustee Dr. Raghunath Ryan, and on behalf of all the B.M.S. Educational Trust, I once again extend a very, very warm and cordial welcome to you, sir. You have really added glitter to today's function with your presence, and we are really grateful because our invitation you have kindly accepted it, and with all the your busy schedule, you have made to come here and be present with us. So hearty welcome to you, sir. And one other great personality, towering personality I should say, a very senior advocate, and again he is a role model to all of us in every sense, because such a senior person, Dr. B.V. Acharya, and he is not a stranger to B.M.S. family, because I consider him as a part of our B.M.S. family, because he is associated with us and contributed to the growth of B.M.S. in so many ways. He was our own in B.M.S. he was the chairman for 3 years and served the B.M.S. Trust, and also now also he is the BOG member on Law College. So he has served in various capacities and done human service to B.M.S. family apart from his service to the general public. So everybody says there are men, there are extraordinary men, but our Dr. B.V. Acharya is an extraordinary man to say, and my relationship with him goes back to long back, more than 50 years back. My relation started with him, and I adore him. I just respect him. Because he has done so much. So many cases he had, more than that, what service he has done to B.M.S. College Trust cannot be forgotten at all. Because just I'll give a small that B.M.S. Educational Trust, we have to fight 18 years of litigation continuously, right from lower court, trial court to the high court to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court to review petition to curative. They are very peculiar case, and that too against the government of Karnataka we have to fight a mighty force. But still, I will just tell you, it's because of the leadership of Dr. Acharya and one other young advocate. I told him to come here. I think he has not come. Badrisha. He was another person who joined our team, and together we fought that case, and for 18 years we got ultimately justice from Supreme Court. So for that I always will be grateful to Dr. Acharya, because he led the team, and with his advice only we have just this one. And his relation with me, as I told you, it is from long back, and so many, this one is beyond the realm of legal realm, and my relations with him is personal and family level, my relations with him, and he has just one thing I just want to tell you, that for he is the only one person created lot of records in the legal fraternity, that he just became 5 times Advocate General, unheard in any state and Indian state, and not only 5 times, but one thing one must remember, under 2 governments, that is Congress government and BJP government, generally it will never happen in any state, but it has happened in state, and is the only one person behind that is our Dr. Acharya. He served as Advocate General under 2 Congress regimes, and he served as Advocate General for under BJP government, and again he served 2 times as Advocate General under Governor's rule. What a great achievement. Not only that, as a member of the Indian Law Commission, he served in the when Bar Council of India, they brought out a book that they identified 10 top advocates in the country, and we are really proud, sir, that Dr. Acharya is one among them, and what a greatness. And it's not exaggeration I am telling, that even judges also sometimes used to consult him wherever interpretation of law is there, or wherever complicated matters are there. Judges used to take his advice because he is a senior advocate. So much he has done, and I want to tell, and regarding his integrity and his ethics, there is no match, I am telling you, really, because I personally know. And one case I would like to say, with his permission, just to tell you what an amount of an advocate can be of integrity and ethics. There is a case of, because now both the persons I am referring, they are no more now. That's why only I can say, but fact is in front of Dr. B.M.S. Acharya I am telling, so it should be a fact, only nothing but fact. Prelude to that small thing, I will just serve your permission. The permission of the chief guest, I am just telling this. There is a small prelude. In 2000 and 2001, I was president of one very prestigious club in Bangalore, that is called Bangalore Club, where 25-30 years one has to wait for getting membership. And only elite class of people are members there. That club, it came for selection of candidates, that every month about 10 members list will come, and in that list I found one name, Mr. Adikeshwar, very known industrialist, liquor baron, and he is heading so many education. And in that our committee, when that name was processed, they rejected his application, and I just requested my committee, saying, don't reject now, keep it pending, I will just revert back to you like that. And then I telephoned him personally, because his case was rejected just because he is a non-matriculate. He has no educational qualification, so for that reason only this one. Then I just called him personally and told him that, see, your 30 years back application has come for consideration, and now we have to, and it is rejected, going to be rejected. So give me all the details, all the credentials, I would like to, I want you to be the member like that. Then he gave me all the details, and then I convinced my committee, stating that just because he is not, and his qualification is not a criteria to become a member in the club. So I just convinced my his philanthropic activities, and he's heading an educational institution, heading industry, and so many things for that. So his membership was given to you. That's all. My intention was, I never knew him earlier, and first time I saw him, and we offered membership, and he became a member. And subsequently, after about 6 or 9 months, that's the most important incident I want to tell you. Government of Karnataka, the Supreme Court directed Government of Karnataka to appoint one of its senior member as a prosecutor for Jayalalitha case, very famous case. Every one of you, most of you know this case. At that time, when it came, Government of Karnataka appointed Dr. B.M.S. Acharya as a prosecutor, and it required Supreme Court consent, and Supreme Court consent also obtained. At that time, the news got to Jayalalitha, and you know she was the most powerful Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and for her, really she started shivering the moment she heard Dr. B.M.S. Acharya's name, and she called her people. This one, and then at that time Adikeshwar was trying for Rajya Sabha membership to get a Rajya Sabha membership to Tamil Nadu, and that he had a contact with her, and she took that advantage, and she called him, and she put a counter proposal to him. I will give you the Rajya Sabha member, but you must help me, and you must fulfill one condition. What is that condition? That see that Dr. B.M.S. Acharya is refused from accepting that public prosecutor. Very strange, interesting story. So he was about to be, then he happened to knew me, so he came to back, he took the responsibility there, that I know some people there, and from intelligence source also, Jayalalitha came to know about 2-3 names in Bangalore who can influence the thought they can influence B.M.S. and he can be recused like that. But it's the other way. Then education called me and he arranged a meeting in that hotel. Eden Park Hotel in Cunningham Road Hotel is that was owned by him only. There he called me, requested me to come for a discussion. I was wondering what for he has called me. Then he just, at that time in that meeting, there were 4 or 5 people with all that white mundo, white shirt and nama, all the things, all the high position people. And I was surprised that I was this one. And they requested me that everybody says, you are a good friend of Dr. Acharya, so you can request him and he will oblige you. I just first told him, first of all, I can't do this, and I know the integrity and ethics of our B.M.S. so forget about it, like I said. But still they pursued, and mild threats also they gave me, saying that if I say no, like that they were telling, and then I thought of wriggling out of that meeting. So I just told him, okay, let me talk to Dr. Acharya, and then I wrote back to you like that. And I came out of this one, and immediately I telephoned to Dr. Acharya. This has happened like that. And then what has happened? Next day, Dr. Acharya, I wanted to go to his house and meet him, but he told me, no, I will come to your office. I have my office in Palace Road, very near to his Jayamal house. So there he came, and I explained him all the things, and he broadly smiled, and that gave me all the meaning that he is not caring for all these things, and he will not, he will pursue that matter like that. So then, luckily, because in front of Acharya, Dr. Acharya only I am telling, I wanted to drop him in my car to his Jayamal house. At that time, in between, I got a call from Adikeshwar. Surprisingly, it's a coincidence, and immediately I put it on the speaker phone. So Dr. Acharya heard that Adikeshwar, because he doesn't have fluent English, he was telling in a colloquial style that I am keeping gun on your shoulder to shoot Acharya. Like that word he was telling, and Dr. Acharya will really now also, he heard that I am just only telling. So this happened, and ultimately, he just continued the prosecution, and ultimately he won the case and gone against her, and she was punished, she was jailed and punished. I am telling you that the man, anything they would have is agreeing for what their request was that, but no. I just want to tell you greatness of B.M.S. Acharya. I am just going to tell. So now, on behalf of all of you, and today again I tell you, Dr. Anita, she would have been worried, or that electricity has gone off, and slight delay of 10-15. Because I am one person always believing in one thing: whatever happens, it is for good. For you also, I in my latest speech. Latest speech, I will come to that subject. Any adversity in life, don't get worried, don't get dejected. It is for your good. Today, one small instance, I tell you, that electricity has gone, and see, electricity has come when Dr. Acharya was just entering. Just see the coincidence. It is for good, because I could otherwise I would have, in his absence, I would have spoken all about Acharya. But for me, God has given me this opportunity to speak in front of him only. So, on behalf of the donor trustee, on behalf of all the trustees, and on behalf of all of us here, we extend a very, very hearty and cordial welcome to you, sir, for this today's discussion. And he has completed 65 years of legal service. 65. I don't think that maybe, even if it is there, maybe finger counting numbers may be there. Otherwise, sir, have you heard of 65 years service? And even if there are few, but they may not be of the stature of Dr. Acharya. So that's our fortune. And now that his wife is there, his daughter is there, all of us, and definitely I am sure our Justice Nagaprasna will also have admiration for B.M.S. Acharya, because he is very, very senior to all of us. So, sir, hearty welcome to you from all of us to this function. And now it is going to be honored today in front of all of us, and Dr. Anita will give a brief introduction, because I have covered most of the points, so you will not again cover those points, so you can give a brief introduction of Dr. B.V. Acharya, and then we'll have that honoring program. And he's not feeling well today. Actually, I really feel guilty today because he was not to come, but still he has come just because he never wanted to fail in his commitment. So he has come, and after his our honoring him, he took the permission from us that he will go back home because doctor has advised him full bed rest today. So I don't want to trouble him immediately after this function. I request him to speak a few words, and then just we'll permit him to just leave the hall and go to his house. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
I now request Ms. Swati Prasad to introduce Dr. B.V. Acharya for us.
Dr. B.V. Acharya was born in Belpo village of Udupi district. He was enrolled as an advocate before the High Court of Mysore on 29th of August 1957 and set up practice in Mangalore. In 1972, he shifted his practice to Karnataka High Court, Bangalore. He was the chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council between 1979 and 1982. He was designated as a senior advocate by the High Court of Karnataka during May 1989. In December 1989, he was appointed as an Advocate General of Karnataka. In all, he held the said post 5 times between 1989 and 2012. In 2005, he was appointed as a special public prosecutor in the disproportionate asset case against Selvi Jayalalitha, former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and others. In that capacity, he appeared and argued the case before Supreme Court of India also. In January 2009, the Mangalore University conferred him honorary doctorate recognizing the service rendered by him in the legal field. He has received many awards. He served as a member of 19th Law Commissioner of India with a term of 2 years, that is between 2010 and 2012. In November 2014, his autobiography, All From Memory, was released. Second volume of his autobiography, Memoir of the Prosecutor, was released in 2021. In the year 2017, Bar Association of India honored him with Lawyers of India Day Award. He is serving as President of Karnataka section of the International Commission of Jurists, Bangalore, since 2019. Presently, at the age of 88 years, he is in active practice before the High Court of Karnataka, having completed 65 years at the bar, including 30 years as a senior advocate. Sir, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much for being here with us today, sir. In spite of your ill health, we are honored by your presence. I request all the dignitaries in the dais to felicitate Dr. B.V. Acharya for completing 65 years of glorious service to this legal profession.
Convocation and day
We have Mrs. B.V. Acharya along with us. We welcome you, ma'am.
all pray together with the God Almighty to give long and healthy, eventful life to both Acharya and Mrs. Acharya, and we pray for long togetherness for them. Wishing the couple all the best, sir.
Honorable Justice Nagaprasanna, Dr. Dayanand Pai, all the dignitaries on the dais, including Anita D'Souza, Principal, and members of the faculty, all the respected invitees, and most important, my dear students. You must be very proud of the fact, both incoming and outgoing students, that you are the students of one of the most prestigious law colleges in this country. You should be proud of that, and I wish you a bright future in your future career. I am saying that it is one of the most prestigious institutions because I don't think there is any other law college in India which can boast of a fact that a principal of this college assumed office and functioned as the Chief Justice of India one day. So we can all look forward to a bright future. I am grateful to all the trustees and others for the honor done to me. And I also thank Dr. Pai and others who praised me. Flattery is a thing which everybody likes, and I am no exception to it. But the happier moment for me today is that all this is done in the presence of my wife. That makes all the difference. So I am very happy that this function, the way it has gone on, it looks as though the most important item of the function is felicitation to me. I thought the most important part should be the advice and speech to be delivered by His Lordship to the law students, both outgoing. Anyway, that part will be done. Now, before I do not wish to speak for long, because as you know, by practice, I always speak for a consideration, for honorarium. Some people charge per hour, people charge per day. But here is an occasion where you have only praises, not legal fees. That doesn't matter. Because you are all law students, and having heard about it, my only asset, according to me, I was an ordinary student, I was an ordinary lawyer. But fortunately, because of hard work and God's grace, I was able to achieve something in the legal profession. My greatest asset, according to me, is my experience of 65 years at the bar after completing 1 year of apprenticeship at that time. I was a law student like you 66 years back in Madras Law College. Now the way the colleges were run and the students were taught in those days are entirely different from what it is today. There has been a great improvement for the better in the method of teaching, in selecting the syllabus, and all other facilities to be given. Today what we have, these moot court competitions, group discussions, and internship, all those things were not there. The lecturer will come, about 200 students, give a lecture and go away. No interaction with students. The lecturers never even try to find out whether the students have understood anything or nothing. Only lecture and then exam. And we had one professor who was teaching Evidence Act. And in the course of the teaching he used to say, in a recent decision reported in 1917 Privy Council, we were all wondering how it could be. Then later we realized that was note he had written when he was a student, and he was repeating it all through the subsequent years. And he used to teach only up to section 29 or 30. Then some regular professors used to come and complete the remaining portion. This is how things were going on. But today it is not so. It has improved, and the standard of legal education has improved enormously. And the students are also very brilliant students, because in those days only if you don't get a seat in engineering college or a medical college, then you come to law college. But today it is not so. Law is, for many, it is the first preference. But with all this improvement in the standard, one thing about which I am not happy is the corresponding improvement in the standard of the bar has not taken place. Main reason for that is many bright students after completing law choose to get employment with multinational companies or other things. But they rarely enter into the profession. My only request to all the students is, those who can afford it, don't become employees of a company. Maybe you are getting regular salary and all that, but entering the profession will be a great thing. If you enter the profession, either you can serve either as a lawyer and advocate or as a judge in the judiciary. I think Justice Nagaprasanna, if I am not mistaken, is an alumni of this college. How proud you should be. There were many other judges also who are students of B.M.S. Law College, subsequently occupied a high position. And when they accept judgeship, they do not bother about the income. If you are only to consider about income, a person of the stature of Justice Nagaprasanna would not have accepted this position. You do it as a sacrifice, because you are a function of a judge is a divine function, and as a duty you accept that position even at the risk of losing financially. These are the things. So my appeal to the students is, as far as possible, enter the profession, continue as lawyers or as judges, rather than becoming employees of any companies. Then only 2 or 3 small points which I want to say. Law subjects you are anyway studying, but more than that, general knowledge is a thing which is important for every lawyer to succeed, unlike other professions. Because any subject, if you are proficient, it will help you in winning so many cases. For instance, there is a dispute about construction of a building or about a damage to the dam or so many public interest materials. You may have to learn about the engineering. You have to learn about the anatomy. You must be thorough with medical jurisprudence. So any subject will be helpful to you to become a lawyer. So don't forget to acquire knowledge. Second and more important thing is, you must develop communication skills. You must have excellent vocabulary. You must try to have good expression. Because the job of a lawyer is to convince the judge. And you can't convince the judge unless you are able to express yourself properly with a good vocabulary. So communication skill is the one thing which you must learn from the beginning. In fact, once when I was in Mangalore, a lawyer was arguing a case relating to, dispute relating to water course in South Canara district. Those cases were many. Then the judge suddenly asked him, where does the water come from? He was taken aback. He said, sky up above and all that, heaven. Then the opposite side lawyer said, it is rainwater, Your Honor. Like that, a vocabulary and a power of expression, these are very good things. And above all, most important is ethics. You have to follow the ethics of the profession. Because by and large, people consider lawyers with great respect because of their conduct. The conduct of a lawyer, not only inside court, even outside court, should be beyond reproach and it should be admirable. So, one will have to strictly follow the professional ethics to come up in life. Now, one last suggestion I say, when the judges put some question to you, you should not be in a hurry to accept that position, because many brilliant judges put some question and corner you, and then you will be caught. Only with one anecdote I will conclude my speech. There was a case where a man drove rashly and negligently a truck and ran over 3 people who died. So it was a case under 304A. Rash and negligent driving resulting in it. And he was found guilty. And the question was about the sentence. Somehow, rightly or wrongly, such a serious offence as 304A under IPC, it could be let off with fine also. Sentence is only 2 years or fine. There are cases where there had been a bargain, old times, 10 rupees fine, he will plead guilty and close like that. So the lawyer here was trying to see that he is let off with a fine and not sent to jail. But the judge was very strict. It is such a serious matter. 3 people on the pavement have died, yet you want leniency. Different grounds were asked, judge was not impressed. Then the judge asked, how large is your client's family? Oh, immediately he thought, here is a good chance, and said, if Your Honor sends him to jail, his wife and 6 children will be in the streets. Judge said, stop. At the age of 32, your client has 6 children at home. He is rash and negligent, not only on the road, but also in his house. So I will give it double the sentences. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words, sir. We're indeed privileged to have you here. I now request Dr. Dayanat Pai to please take over. I request Mrs. Ramya K, Assistant Professor, B.M.S. College of Law, to render the vote of thanks.
It was indeed a privilege to have you here with us today, sir. 65 years of glorious service to legal profession, not a joke, certainly no. An epitome of knowledge, an epitome of integrity and personification of simplicity. Certainly B.M.S. Educational Trust and B.M.S. College of Law is honored, privileged to have you associated with us. Thank you again, sir. Thank you so much.
Dayanat Pai to kindly take over.
Hard work, sincerity, and with the integrity, with the ethics, what one can achieve, you have just heard from our beloved Dr. B. Acharya. Now I just come to the second part of this one. That one is graduation day and inauguration day. These two are there. I've taken special permission from our judge that I'll just complete in very few minutes. Kindly bear with me, sir. I'm really, when I received this invitation, I was really surprised. How can graduation day and inauguration day can be in one function? It can be done. I asked Dr. Anita immediately after seeing that invitation. Then she said, because it's only one day we'll do it, sir. That's what we have decided. Then okay, good. Now I'll come to the first part, inauguration day, because all the students who have newly joined our B.M.S. Law College. I'll speak some few minutes and then I'll come to graduation day celebration part, and then our Chief Justice Nagakrishna will address you. Now all of you have newly joined this college. I just want you to know a brief background I'll give you about our college, and then I'll tell you what all the advice, some few tips I'll just give you. So this college, all the B.M.S. Law College students, both the first year students and the subsequent year students, you should know this is a offspring of our main flagship college, B.M.S. Engineering College, B.M.SCE. That was the main college established in the year 1946, a year before country got the independence. And after that, and by a great visionary founder, late Sri B.M. and he started this college, and in the year college later on his demise, his illustrious son Sri B.S. Narayan, he took over and he established, apart from engineering college, he started, and one college he started is B.M.S. Law College, that is in the year 1963, he has established. And just about few years back, 8-9 years back, we conducted Golden Jubilee celebration of B.M.S. Law College in a grand way. So this is one. And 1963 to now, this Law College, how many students, how many professors, how many people have come in contact with this college, and what great height, glory of this institution taken to the greater heights. I'll just tell you, because now Dr. Acharya mentioned one or two names, but I'll just take a minute, because you should be proud that what an amount of legacy these people have left for our college like that. Our college, Justice M.M. Venkatachala and Justice E.S. Venkatachalaya, they were professors in this college, B.M.S. College of Law. They were professors, and both of them became Chief Justice of India. So what a great achievement for this one. And I'll just mention eminent alumni of the institution who have all served this college as a student. They studied here, and as a professor or lecturer. Honorable Justice Nagarjuna Reddy, Honorable Mr. Justice S.N. Satyanarayana have served as judges of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka respectively. They are our alumni. And Honorable Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar, Honorable Mr. Justice Srinivas Harish Kumar, and Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nagaprasanna is here with us only. And Honorable Mr. Justice Naranahalli Srinivas Sanjay Gowda are serving as judges of High Court of Karnataka. Even now we are proud to say 3 or 4 judges of the present High Court, they are all our alumni. What a great achievement for this BMS, and all of you should be proud. We are really proud to have these people at the helm of legal institutions. And 8 alumni have been serving as judges in various capacities. Professor Ravi Verma Kumar has served as Advocate General, Government of Karnataka. He is also alumnus of our B.M.S. Law College. Sri S.N. Murthy, Sri P.R. Ramesh are designated as Senior Counsel. Sri H.S. Dwarakanath, Sri C.V. Sudhindra are amongst the renowned advocates in the state, and alumni of the institution are practicing as advocates in leading law firms. And I am really proud to say that because every student and parent here assembled here, you should know what type of college, what standard of college B.M.S. Law College is, like that. Significant achievement of the institution, our B.M.S. Law College is accredited with B++ grade by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council in October 2022. It's a big achievement for our college. And there are some eminent people who have been associated with our college in one or the other capacity, as a trustee or as a chairman or as a part-time professor. That Justice M.N. Venkatachala and E.S. Venkatachala, I told you, Chief Justice of India, the Professor Justice Rama Joyce. He was associated with our college as a professor. He served our college. Justice Ashwath Narayan as a trustee and chairman of the B.M.S. Education Trust, he served. And Justice Guru Rajan, again trustee, as a trustee of B.M.S. Education Trust, he served our law college. Professor Lakshmi Sagar, who became the law minister, he also served B.M.S. Education Law College as a professor. And Justice Guru Rajan, he also became the trustee of this B.M.S. Education Trust for a long time. And Dr. B.V. Acharya, as it's I told you, and Justice S.R. Bandurman. Again, he became the trustee and chairman of B.M.S. this one. Justice S.R. Nayak, again, he was a professor here in this college. And Justice Venkatachala, who became the Lokayukta, he also served as a professor in this college. So such a big legacy is there for our college. So dear students, both incoming and outgoing students, I am just telling you, be proud of it, and you should, one day I am very sure, many amongst you, you will occupy these posts. Definitely I am sure by going to the legacy. So I wish you all the best. I don't want to take more time because I want to speak about the students and the outgoing students, but I certainly know that time is a constraint, and I don't want to hold our Justice Nagaprasanna for a longer time. So kindly excuse me for any time that I have taken. So I again wish all of you all success, and be proud that you are a student of this college, and you are going out, some of you going out as a son. I wish you all success in the years to come, and always think that as Dr. Acharya requested you, keep up the reputation, keep up the morale, and even after you leave the portals of this college, always remember that you are part of this college, and you have to take the glory of this B.M.S. College of Law to greater heights. Thank you very much.
I now call upon Mr. Gautam Ji to introduce Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nagaprasanna.
Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nagaprasanna was born in 1971 to Dr. Girija Maheshan and late M. Maheshan, who was an IS officer. Sir completed Bachelor of Science and then completed Law from B.M.S. College of Law, Bengaluru in the year 1998. Sir joined the chambers of Sri P.S. Rajagopal, Senior Advocate. Sir enrolled as an advocate in the Karnataka State Bar Council on 22nd March 1999. Sir has practiced as an advocate in service, labor, and other facets of administration, constitution, education, and contracts. Sir has represented the High Court of Karnataka, Mangalore University, National Institute of Technology, NIMANS, and SBI. Sir was designated as Senior Advocate on 16th November 2018. Sir was appointed as the Additional Judge of High Court of Karnataka and took oath on 26th November 2019. Sir was appointed as the Permanent Judge of High Court of Karnataka on 8th September 2021. We are honored to have you with us, sir. Over to you.
Dignitaries on the dais, Senior Counsel B.V. Acharya, who has left the dais, and Madam Principal Dr. Dayanand Pai, and all others who are on the dais. I feel it a privilege to share this rostrum with the legal luminary, B.V. Acharya, on the occasion of his felicitation. He is a true guru to all the advocates or even the judges who are from the advocates. The name itself suggests that he is Acharya to all of us. As an alumni of this institution, it gives me egregious joy and nostalgic happiness to be amongst you, particularly on this occasion of the graduation day of the students who are going to be graduated and move out, and students who are wanting to come in to this profession. The joy is for the reason that hitherto, about 22 or 23 years ago, I was there, and today I am addressing you. So this, not as a judge of the High Court that I am standing here to address you, but with pride that I am an alumni of this institution. Friends, you are all graduating and moving to a next step in life. To this point, you were a student of law, and from this point, you are going to enter into the profession. The professional channels are many. You can go into becoming the legal counsel to any company. You can go into litigation. You can, the choice is wide. But one thing out of my experience I can tell you, that there is nothing more thrilling than legal profession, litigation. Litigation is what generates such thrill in an advocate when he appears in the courtroom, and fights a cause of a litigant. Otherwise, you are still a lawyer. Going to become somebody's employee, as Senior Counsel Dr. B.V. Acharya put it, will only keep you as a lawyer. But to become an advocate, yes, once you enroll to the bar, you become a lawyer. But only when you espouse somebody's cause, you become an advocate. So you should always remember that litigation is a field that where you are part of the societal change. See, law is dynamic, it is not static. Law has changed over the years, over the ages. Legal profession has also changed over the years. There is in fact a metamorphosis in the legal profession that stood 50 years ago, legal profession that was 25 years ago when I was there, and legal profession today. The horizons are so wide, nothing can be beyond your ken if you mind. When you enter into the bar, what I would say is, that it's not a piece of advice, but I'm not in a position to advise anyone so, because I'm still a learner of law. Being in this position also, it's not that I have learned anything, I'm still learning. There is no completion for learning. So what is to be said is only the journey that I have traveled for these 22 years. If that journey where I have erred or done something, or I don't call it an achievement. Yes, I was a student of law in this institution. Today I am a judge of the High Court of Karnataka. That is not an achievement. We are still learning. So the being in the profession, being a lawyer, being an advocate is what is an achievement, if I call, like what the senior counsel Shri B.M. Acharya is. The journey that he has traveled for 65 years, I'm not even that old, but his practice is beyond the age of a judge who is speaking to you. You can imagine the practice, the variety of practice that he has had throughout these 65 years. This should be the inspiration. This should be the inspiration to all the students who are getting in. One thing in litigation is the success is it comes a little late. That what I call is gestation. The gestation period for a lawyer is a little more than the other profession. So if in that gestation period, none of you should get into such frustration. Litigation will generate gestation and lead to frustration. That is where you have to control. So you have to control, give it your best. See, once you enter a courtroom with all the armory in your arsenal, armory is what I refer to all the research work that you do, and the arsenal is what you put it in the file and then present it before a judge. See, that is the most thrilling part of it. Today, even that is metamorphosed into a click of a button. A click of a button, I mean, today the judgments, the law that you need to present it before the court is available at the wink of an eye. You don't need to do research too much on the issue, but don't give up that. Don't depend upon the click of a button. Do research. Research enhances your knowledge, enhances your organizing skills, and it brings the best of you when you go into the courtroom to submit your case or make an argument on that case. Because information, yes, you have studied all these 5 years, many of you are ranked students, or even other students who have gathered a lot of information about law. That is information. Information has to transform to knowledge. Knowledge to getting organized. And once you get organized, you can deliver. That is what is expected of all the students who are outgoing. And one more aspect which I would want to emphasize upon to every graduate now who's going out. Watch the proceedings in the court. Once you watch the proceedings in the court, you would know what to speak and where. So you should watch to learn and learn to watch. There's a lot of meaning in it for the reason that every judge is not the same. After all, we are human beings. We have different persona, we have different thought process in dealing with a case. So a lawyer has a difficult task in getting to know what the judge would want. So how do you get that? By watching the judge. And when do you watch the judge? In the nascent years of your practice. Once you begin practice with watching a courtroom of a judge, you will know what is necessary before this judge to say. This watching may sometimes be 6 months, may sometimes maybe a year, maybe a year and a half or 2. By the time you get an opportunity to speak out in an argument, but don't lose patience. Apna time aayega. It is always there. So you should always have that patience that yes, one day will come where I will also submit this case in this fashion. You will have made up your research. You do your research. You come before a judge. You don't know what kind of we are after all driven by many things sitting in the court. Dispensation of justice, yes, we are there, but argument may not be accepted. You may be frowned upon. You may be told that you have not read, you're bad, and things like that. Don't get disheartened. That is that's a cliche that failure is a stepping stone to success and other things. I don't want to repeat that. One factor that you have to remember when you go, what I was told when I entered the profession, whatever you have learnt in law college, you have to unlearn it to practice. Because theory is entirely different, practice is entirely different. So you unlearn and begin from the beginning. You begin it ground up. But I would not say you unlearn everything. Then those were the days where you had to unlearn and then begin. These are not the days where you need complete unlearning. You have to place the theory that you have learnt in the college to the oblivion. It should take a back seat and you begin practice. So both will go hand in hand. Your learning will be helpful to what you deliver, and what you deliver will always enrich your learning. So this is the way it should be done. And one more aspect to all the outgoing graduates. You may lose a case, you may lose a client, never lose a court. This I say for this reason, that you must maintain that integrity while making arguments in a case. You may win a case by misleading the court, by saying something that is not there, but that is short-lived. It is transient. It will wither away very fast. If the flower has to blossom, it has to blossom in a particular manner. Otherwise, it would wither away. So you don't be flowers who would wither away. I would all want to see all of you to be flowers who would blossom. Blossom not to the effect that you are on a race to the next man or next lady, whoever is there. The flower blossoms by itself. It doesn't bother with the next flower whether it is blossoming or not. So you should keep this in mind. Do your work, do your research, and never, I don't say don't depend upon Google too much. See, Google doesn't give you research. You have to apply your mind on what the information. Google gives you information. You already have information over it. You have participated in moot court competitions. You have participated in so many symposiums where you will have got a lot of information about law. That you have to put into knowledge. Then how do you put it is by research. So please don't depend on whatever you get on the screen and then put it across to the judge saying that yes, this is my case, this is the way. That is not the way. You have to be steadfast in your research and your submission. Only then that confidence, you can exude that confidence before a particular court. To say that before I conclude, I would rather say, in whatever endeavor you do, have a place for prayers, because it is God's grace that everyone are here and the path is chosen by God. If you say, no, this is not the path that I wanted to, and I have come here out of compulsion, that cannot be. That path will never lead anywhere. You are not here because of compulsion. You are here because of choice. And the choice, according to me, is God's choice. So never forsake God. If you forsake God, you will be forsaken by God. So I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to address you. And I would be remiss if I would not say a few words about the batch that is coming in. Yes, the newbies who are going to enter this college. The college has legacy that all of them have told. I do not want to iterate them and again do the bulk of the speech. But yes, you are in an institution that has rich legacy, and the institution would definitely give you such memories that you cherish when you go outside into the profession and make up your career in that. So all the best to all the incoming students. Congratulations to all the students that are outgoing, the graduating students. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for those insightful words, sir. I'm sure each and every one of us sitting here had something to learn from you. I now request our beloved principal, Dr. Anita F. D'Souza, to
Request
administer
all the graduating students to kindly rise. Stretch your right hand in front and the left on your chest. Please repeat after me. I recognize my privilege in having received legal education, training, and the responsibilities that come with it. I solemnly pledge to always respect and uphold the rule of law. I will bear in mind the values of social justice and human rights throughout my career. I will use the law as an instrument of justice and will be guided by what is ethical. I will respect and uphold the integrity of the legal profession without compromise. I will give to my colleagues, both senior and junior, the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will maintain the reputation and integrity of B.M.S. College of Law and its alumni. I will not permit considerations of age, disease, disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any factor to impact upon my keeping of these promises. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. May the Almighty help me to do so. Thank you. Please be seated. Fresh cohorts to kindly rise. Please repeat after me. Stretch your right hand forward, left hand on your chest. As I begin the study of law, I acknowledge and accept that I am joining an academic community and embarking on a professional career. I understand that becoming a lawyer has both privileges and responsibilities. Accordingly, I will uphold the standards that are expressed in the Students' Code of Conduct. I understand my actions reflect not only upon myself but also upon the institution and the legal profession. I commit to serve my community with integrity and to study law with diligence. I will at all times uphold the highest standard of academic integrity and ethics, conduct myself with dignity, befitting an advocate and counselor in this noble profession. This pledge I take freely and upon my honor. May the Almighty help me to do so. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the graduates here who are ready to face the legal world with utmost grace and confidence. We heartily welcome the fresh cohort of students and we wish you all the very best. I now request Dr. Sujata S., Vice Principal, Academics, B.M.S. College of Law, to call out the meritorious awards.
Good afternoon to one and all. It's time to recognize our meritorious students of April 22 examination. The award is sponsored by our proud alumni. Firstly, Shri H.S. Varkanath, Advocate, Bangalore, Alumni BMSCL, Srimati Kavita Chitani, Advocate and Alumni BMSCL, Shri Lakshman Dodla, Advocate and Alumni BMSCL, and Shri Vishal P. Bhatt, Advocate and Alumni BMSCL, and Shri H. Sai Sadan, Executive Director, SN Greenmint, India Private Limited, Alumni BMSCL. It's time to, I feel delighted to now call upon the students on the stage to receive their awards as per the list. I now request Honorable Justice Nagaprasanna to distribute the certificates to the students. The first semester, Miss Mahalakshmi Karant K.R., Miss Sheetal Yu, Miss Sheetal Yu, 5th semester. Next, Bhuvaneshwari K. Next, Miss Isha Shah, 9th semester. This is from 3-year LLB degree course. Miss Gauri Vinod Nayak, first semester, 3-year LLB. Miss Shweta SR, 5th semester, 3-year LLB. I now request our trustee, Shri Ravi Venkadesam, to distribute the certificates. Miss Chetana Dinesh from B.Com LLB 5-year degree course, first semester. Miss R.S. Brinda, 3rd semester, B.Com LLB 5-year degree course. Miss Shri Shaili, B.Com LLB 5-year degree course. I now request our esteemed chairman, Shri Aviram Sharma, to distribute the certificates. Miss Chandani G.S., 7th semester, B.Com LLB 5-year degree course. Miss Maushami Nayak, 9th semester, B.Com LLB 5-year degree course.
Congratulations to all the award-winning students. I now request the students of the graduating batch 2022 to collect their course completion certificates. We request you to present yourself row-wise.
kindly be seated, please. Boys, please take your seats. Quickly.
For stepping in this world of future to make this place a better place for everyone to live in. Can we have a round of applause, please? I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. I now request the students of graduating batch to share their experiences that shall be reminisced for years to come in our own alma mater.
Am I audible to everybody? First of all, it's a privilege in itself to be speaking in the midst of such dignitaries. Honorable Justice Nagaprasanna sir, namaskara, and Dayanand Pai sir, who is a firebrand. Can we have a big round of applause for our chief guest first off? Yes. So, I would like to start off by saying, Michael D'Angelo was once questioned by a young man. He asked him, how do you sculpt such beautiful statues? Michael D'Angelo very wisely said that the beauty lies within. I just chisel away the unwanted part. And I think today, I can frankly and confidently say that BMS has made sure that the unwanted part has been chiseled off and the beauty that lies within has come out after 5 years of our study in this wonderful institution. Can we have a big round of applause for our college that has provided so much for us? I remember year 1 in 2017 when I entered this institution. Wide-eyed, had no knowledge of law, did not know how the mechanisms of law work, did not know how the tools of law work. I still remember the chairman back then, K. Jairan sir. He told me that confidence and thirst for knowledge are the only two things that you need that to excel in this wonderful institution. And I'm very happy to say and admit that that was true. I think I've come a full circle in this institution because I started as just a mere student and I finally achieved with, of course, the blessings of my parents, the institution, the Lord Almighty Himself, and my friends. I was the student council president, which was a dream come true for me, which I had to accomplish for all the endeavors that I had in this college. Speaking about the education experience, it was top notch. Never did my teachers complain, never did my teachers take a day off, never did my teachers say that, no, I cannot teach you this concept or whatever it is. They always were there for me and they always taught me and they have always held my hand like a parenthood of that child. So a big round of applause for all my wonderful teachers, all the gorgeous teachers and the handsome teachers who have made me the man I am today. Speaking about the outreach programs, maybe the NSS and maybe the legal awareness cell, it showed me that education is truly a rare commodity that one needs to value when provided with. We are very fortunate, my friends, that we stand here today educated, well-dressed, sheltered, and we have food, and we have the time to take ourselves and study. When we go out for the NSS programs or the legal awareness, we realize that the children out there are not so privileged. So we should be thanking Almighty and of course the teachers and our parents for providing and for being there as guide and constant support throughout our journey. I still remember the two quotations that my principal, Madam Principal Anita Efrendis has always told me. One, the more you sweat during practice, the less you bleed during war. And the second one is that we live in an ecosystem. And I must admit, it was a truly greatest two principles that I involved in my little administrative power that I have. Thank you, ma'am, for such valuable lessons and being our guide and never saying no to anything that we wanted to do or we wanted to achieve. I've spoken a lot, but by the end of it, I just want to say that I will give this example. I know, of course, there are dignitaries and legends that are sitting here, but I just want to say one small thing that was in my heart. I feel like we all can relate ourselves to the Chinese bamboo seed. You know the Chinese bamboo seed, once it goes into the ground, for 5 years, you need to nurture it, you need to care it. There's not a day it goes where you cannot water it and leave it go, let it be as it is. You need to nurture it every day. But not a little bit of the plant comes out of the ground. But 5 years later, it grows with such immense power that it grows up to the heights of 90 feet. So 5 years we have given in this institution, and now is our time to shine and show the world that what we are. Batch of 22, let's let's take this road to build this country together. And in final and in totality, when they said, I remember year one, when they asked me the full form of B.M.S. Of course, it is Bhushinayana Mukundadasa Srinivasaya. But on this platform, I would like to say, B.M.S. refers to Bharatada Mundina Sadhana. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful experiences with us, Aryan. We will definitely miss you and your presidentship. I now request Ms. Namita Devi to kindly take over.
It's always hard to bid a goodbye. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of all my fellow batchmates of B.Com LLB, I would like to take this opportunity to say that we are proud to be a part of the B.M.S. College of Law family. Being the first batch of B.Com LLB, we've always been given the special attention and we are thankful for it. We all started out as naive teenagers just out of the pre-university colleges, but today we have become young, confident lawyers, and for this we owe it all to B.M.S. College of Law. From teaching the very basics of accountancy and management to teaching us or training us regarding the moot courts, internships, and then legal research, the B.M.S. College of Law staff have been very supportive in each stage of our lives, and will always be indebted to B.M.S. College of Law. This is Namita DB from B.Com LLB batch 2017 to 2022 signing off. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful memories with us, Namita. I now request Ms. Shweta C to take over.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಎರಡೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. The first year was very much of a cakewalk for us because we didn't have much to do. We were just new joinees, and the second semester was all COVID's blessings, I should say. So we skipped right in our second semester, and we thought the best part was skipping the exams. But due to karma and KSLU, we had 3 semester exams in a period of 8 months. So I think it was made up for us. So I think a huge round of applause to the 3-year LLB students who wrote 3 semester exams in a span of 8 months. Hats off to all of us. And the second and third year was more of a roller coaster. We didn't know what we were doing, where we are. But we had all opportunities and we couldn't use them because of the COVID. But we still had online opportunities. We had online life skill courses. We had whatnot. So the college supported us in the best possible way. And yeah, when we came to the final year, all of us were panicked because we were studying the 5th semester but writing the 4th semester exams. We're like, what's happening with us? So we had 5th, 4th and 6th semester to do in a period of 8 months, as I told you. And then our teacher told us one thing. What's going to happen? Max to max, you'll pass or fail. We were like, is it that easy? Is it that easy to take an exam to just pass or fail? She said, yes. All you've got to do is give it your best shot. And the rest is in the evaluator's hands and your luck. So I believe in a concept where it's 99% hard work and smart work and 1% luck. I do believe in luck. I would say if I'm standing here today, it's because of my parents, my teachers, all my friends, all my classmates, including all the 120 students, and of course myself. And nothing is going to happen when you panic. One thing is going to happen for sure, you're going to miss out on an opportunity. But all you've got to do is compare yourself only with yourself. If you don't compare yourself with the previous version, you're never going to grow in life. So don't compare yourself with your friends or your peers. All you've got to do is compare yourself with a better person today compared to yesterday. And nothing is more important than your health, mental health and physical health. And we had various courses from college to let us know the importance of mental and physical health. And we had a life skill class where the detailed aspects of it were explained. And one more thing, don't get me wrong for saying this, marks don't matter. You might say, you being a topper, it's easy for you to say this, but no. I know what I've sacrificed as a person to be here, but is the sacrifice worth it? It depends from person to person, and marks don't matter. Marks don't define who you are. You as an individual matter, and that's what is more important. And don't have regrets in life. The more you hold on to good or bad, you're going to waste your time. So the more if I hold on to me being a topper today, tomorrow I have to go back to my regular life. I have to move on. I have to continue with what I have. So I can't stick on to me being a topper every other day. Neither can I regret all my bad things that have happened to me. You learn good from the bad and bad from the good. And life is all about balance. If you don't know how to balance, you might fall, but that's okay. You fall, make sure to get up, brush yourself, and again, continue your path. And it doesn't matter what people think of you. It matters what you think of yourself, and if you are ethically and legally and logically correct. And if you keep on thinking what others are thinking of you, trust me, they are also thinking what you are thinking of them. It's more like a cycle. It matters what you work and what you achieve for yourself. So I would like to thank my mother because she gave me the right advice of getting into law. If not for her, I really wouldn't be standing here. My father and grandmother have been constant support. One thing I should tell about my grandmother is that she used to sacrifice her serials and not watch them because when I have exams. So that's one thing that I really appreciate for her. So a round of applause for her, please. And my brother, I'm sure he's tired of seeing me study. So he's like, finally you're graduating today. So I said yes. After my BCom graduation, I never had a break and I got into law. So he's like 6 years of education. Trust me, he really appreciates me and he's the one who supports me a lot. And last but not the least, my friends, my classmates, especially Vismaya and Sanjana for bearing with me all these 3 years. I know I've been a lot of trouble to you guys, but yes, thank you for bearing with me. I would also like to thank the librarians because they've been a great support. If not for them, the management would not be easy. And I would like to thank all my teachers, Ramya ma'am, Sahana ma'am, Veena ma'am, Nalini ma'am, Pratibha ma'am, Vasni ma'am, every other teacher, Rupa ma'am as well. So every other teacher for supporting us, and yeah, thank you everyone. And one last thing, if you heard people refer to me other than Shweta, yeah, that's just another lovable name given to me, and they call me Dr. Smita. And for whatsoever reasons, thank you guys. Thank you for all the love and support.
Shweta avare, nimage bahala ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Thank you for taking us throughout the journey and remind us what it feels like to be a student at B.M.S. College of Law. Just like the saying goes, every end is a beautiful beginning. Your alma mater wishes you a beautiful journey beginning today. We wish to see you grow as crowns and gems added to the legal profession, making this world a beautiful place for everyone to live in. I now request a fresh batch of students to share their experiences about the induction program that they had for the past 20 days.
Richie Norton says, and I quote, "Every sunset is an opportunity to reset. Every sunrise begins with new eyes." Respected dignitaries, faculty members, parents and students, warmest greetings of the day. I'm Vashni Janardhan, first MBA LLB. 17th October was the first day of my college, the beginning of the orientation course. I was quite excited since I could start off my day and my journey towards higher education and also meet some new friends. Day one, we were introduced to this dynamic institution and were told about its legacy. We also got a brief idea about different clubs and associations which would enrich our leadership qualities, public speaking and communication skills. Communication skills, yes, we had 3 days of an amazing and interactive course on soft skills, academic writing, life skills by Dr. Annapurna. Ma'am taught us the different skill set required to maintain professionalism, rules of academic writing and more. Talent Hunt was the most awaited day. Students actively participated and showcased their talent in singing, dancing, stand-up comedy, rap, poetry and painting. Dr. M.K. Ramesh sir's session was the most interesting one, where he shared his vast knowledge on legal methods as a tool for research. Insight of the Constitution was given by Advocate Sandeep Katti, who put forward many cases and scenarios and discussed different articles and sections. Dr. Poonam Agarwal introduced us to law and medicine, forensic science and its new technologies. In between, we also had fun session by our counselor, Dhruti ma'am, who made us sing, dance and enjoy. There was also the sports day where I enjoyed the most. My day was super fun, from taking an impromptu decision to play badminton to winning the throw ball with my super energetic team. Mr. Madhukar efficiently imparted knowledge on paralegal service and also gave us a better understanding on internship. Lastly, life skill sessions by our English teacher, Dr. Srimati.
Ma'am has given us various tips and tricks for the successful completion of our BA/BCom LLB course. This orientation was great. I learned a lot of new things. The speakers were very knowledgeable and encouraging. I do look forward for more. Wishing best of luck to all my seniors for the upcoming challenges and congratulations for signing into the next phase of your lives. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks to all the students who volunteered and shared their experiences. We indeed see a promising future in you. I now request Mrs. Ramya K, Assistant Professor, B.M.S. College of Law, to read.
ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗು ಬೆಟ್ಟದಡಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯಾಗು ಕಲ್ಲಾಗು ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಮಳೆಯ ವಿಧಿ ಸುರಿಯೇ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯಾಗು ದೀನ ದುರ್ಬಲರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೊಳಗೊಂದಾಗು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. Whoever you are, whatever you face, anything that you become, one should always be responsible towards the society, the needy, and however elite you get in life, do not forget to be one among others. This could probably be the simplest way to lead one's life and exactly what reflected in the insightful address by the dignitaries today. And this is what we look forward to from our students. With the blessings of the noble souls, late Shri B.M. Srinivasaya and late Shri B.S. Narayan, great visionaries who established this giant institution, I would like to thank our donor trustee, Dr. B.S. Ragini Narayan, who is not there with us today in absentia, to send her best blessings to all of you, who has always been a pillar of support in all our endeavors. Thanks to the chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Nagaprasanna, Judge High Court of Karnataka, for having graced the occasion with his presence. Thank you, sir, for pulling out time from your busy schedule and being with us today. I request the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our chief guest. Always leading us towards accomplishment. Thank you for all your support, sir. I extend my warm gratitude for your presence and, of course, for that enchanting address. Ram Sharma, hand over a token of respect to Dr. Dayanand Pai. Sri Ravi Venkatesham, Trustee B.M.S. Educational Trust, for being with us today. Thank you, sir, for a token of respect to our trustee. Trustee B.M.S. Educational Trust and Chairman B.M.S. College of Law for presiding over the event. To mention again, our leadership. Thank you once again, sir. And thanks to Wing Commander Raghavan, Director Administration B.M.S. Educational Trust for gracing. Thank you, sir. Also, the admission team of IES headed by Shri Raghav Mantri, Shri Rahul Sharma. Of ours. Thanks to Dr. Sujata S, Vice Principal Academics, for gracing the occasion. Thanks to all my dear colleagues, teaching and non-teaching staff of the institution for your support. And of course, last but not the least, warm wishes to the graduating batch of students. The world is yours. Go ahead conquering it. However, stay grounded. Never forget your roots. Your alma mater will always look forward to hear from you. Many thanks to the parents of the graduating batch of students as well. Again, extending a warm welcome to the fresh batch of students. And here's what B.M.S. College of Law has to say to the parents of the fresh batch of students. Your children are henceforth our children too. Together, we can shape their future better. Thank you all. Thank you once again.
Last but not the least, I, on behalf of B.M.S. College of Law, extend my humble gratitude to Mrs. Ramya K., Assistant Professor, B.M.S. College of Law, for helping us throughout the event and making this event a successful one. Moving on to the cultural events for the day, I request Harsha P. and Shruti Pandey to take over. Thank you, everyone.
They treated me like their son, and of course all of you when you were confused and you were unguided. So a big round of applause for making sure that they were there for us. A big round of applause, come on. Thank you.
And I am Shruti Pandey from second year B.Com LLB. Welcome you all to today's event.
Watch dances here around us. Speaking of dances, I would like to call upon Vandana and team from second year to perform an inaugural dance.
Drona. Drona.
A nation's culture resides in the heart and in its soul of its people. Now we have the students from different classes depicting the various culture of India in the form of dance. Please put your hands together and welcome them.
photo.
ಆಲುಮಲೆ ಜೇನುಮಲೆ ಗುಂಜುಮಲೆ ಗುರುಗುಂಜುಮಲೆ 77 ಮಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪದೆ ನಡೆದು ನಾಟ್ಯವಾಡತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಮುದ್ದು ಮಾನವ ಉತ್ಪಾದಕ ಸಲಹುಗೇರಪ್ಪ ಮುಂಗೊಂಟಾದ ಮಾದೇವನು ಮುಂದಲ ಪೂಜೆಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ಅನುಕಾಯಿ ಸಾಂಬ್ರಾಣಿ ಗಮನ ಮಂಜು ಕವಿದಾವೋ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮಾದಪ್ಪ ಬರುವಾಗ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೂಡು ಮುಟ್ಟಿದವೋ ಹುಲಿಯಾಂಗಾದೆ ಮಾದೇವ ಬರುವ ಮಾಯಾ ನೋಡಯ್ಯ ಮುಂಗೊಂಟಾದ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ ಮಾಯಾಕಾರ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ತಂದ್ಯೋನಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕಾಣನೆಲ್ಲೋ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರನ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ನೀಡಿ ತುಪ್ಪವಾಗಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಮಾದೇವನ ಗಂಟುಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಕತ್ತುಕಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಎಂಟುಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ನಿಂತಾರಿಯೋ ಎತ್ತಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮಾದೇವನ ಕಟ್ಟು ಹುಲಿಯ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಮುಂಗೊಂಟಾದ ಮುಂಗೊಂಟಾದ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ ಮಾಯಾಕಾರ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಪವು ತಾನಂತೆ ಶಿವ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕಾಣುವಂತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಕಪ್ಪಿಗಳ ಕಿರುಕುವ ಜನಗಳ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಲ್ಲಂತೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ಲದವರಿಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಂತೆ ಶಿವ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಾಗ್ಯನಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿವನಿ ಮಾತಪ್ಪ ಬಣ್ಣ ಬಣ್ಣವಾಗ್ಯನಂತೆ ಮುಂಗೊಂಟಾದ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ ಮಾಯಾಕಾರ ಮಾದೇಶ್ವರಗೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಯ್ಯ
Now your first student start of 2022 with an energetic performance. Let's cheer them with the opportunities.
Such
another performance. The journey which started in Liverpool has continued in Liverpool. The journey of this patch is a special one, and the institution shall always remember it. Last days of summer, the chapter of every year. Parting ways with close friend, but reading something collectible. The inspired of everything that was comfortable, everything that was comfortable.
We are moving on, but just because we leave and that word, there are some people who are so much a part of us. They will be with us no matter what. They are solid ground. I'm not stuck.
video we shoot every year is very emotional for me because the institution parts ways for the students from day-to-day life. However, with a strong foundation and solid network of alumni, the institution is growing leaps and bounds. I am sure all of you will be around. Wishing you all the very best.
Good morning, class. I think that's how I met all of you. But yes, we met online during the COVID time. And look how far we have progressed from online classes to offline classes. It's a great day for me to watch my students graduate and join the new family. I wish all people all the best, and I would advise you to proceed the course and do your professional careers because it will make you glad to yourselves. And once again, I would like to return back to the alumni and some institution giving capacity. All the rest of the people are not there to slow you down. Thank you.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಉಜ್ವಲವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಹಾರೈಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ದೇವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಮಾಡಿ ಸದಾ ನೀವು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಾ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ
ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹೆಸರು ತಗೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾರ್ಯವೂ ಸಹ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹೆಸರು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಆನಂದಿಸಿ.
Chandan and Dee to perform as
Yeah.
not for that, we would not have been so resilient, we would not have been this strong, and we would not have been able to stand tall despite all of that. So I would thank each and every one of you, starting from our principal ma'am till each and every one of my friends, my batchmates, everyone. I wish all of you a very, very happy future, and congratulations on graduating. And people who are entering the college now, all the very best. B.M.S is amazing. Don't expect much from B.M.S. Thank you.
Now we would like to ask if anyone from the audience wants to come and talk about their experience. Now we reach the end of the evening. We would like to conclude today's event with a music performance by second year students. Thank you. I hope you all have a great evening.
ಕಾಪಾಡೋ ಸೋಮೇಶ್ವರ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ 0 ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣುವುದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಸೋಮೇಶ್ವರ ಒಳಗೊಬ್ಬ ಒಬ್ಬ 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 ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಉಸಿರಾಡು ಆಡು 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 ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ 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 ಪುಣ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗು 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 ಅಂತಾನೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗೋದು ಉಂಟೆ ಚೊಂಬೇಶ್ವರ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ यार तेरे सदके इश्क सिखा मैं तो आई कर तज के इश्क सिखा मैं तो यार तेरे सदके इश्क सिखा मैं तो आई कर तज के इश्क जब याद करे परवान मेरी मुझे क्या परवाह इस दुनिया की जब मुझे बिना लागे इस दुनिया तुम्ही दिन चले तुम्ही दिन ढले तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही दिन चले तुम्ही दिन ढले तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा every time every minute of the day तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही दिन चले तुम्ही दिन ढले तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा सारी उम्र हम मर मर के जिए एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो everybody सारी उम्र हम मर मर के जिए एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो ना 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 na 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 give me some sunshine give me some rain give me another chance I wanna go up once again give me some sunshine give me some rain give me another chance I wanna go up once again यादों की पुरानी एल्बम में छुपा के रखे हैं हमने वो दिन गुल्लक में बड़ी चवन्नी सी बचा के रखे हैं हमने वो दिन ना किसी मंजिल की बिगड़ती जिंदगी जीने की उम्र थी दोस्तों और दोस्तों से उधार के दिन थे वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ರಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ನಲಿದು ರಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಲಿದು ನನ್ನಂತೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ सारी दुनिया एक तरफ है हम हर खुशी को दूर भागे मिल रहे हैं हम when you smile to me the world seems so
ಇಲ್ಲವೆಂದು